Guys, are you ready to unlock your inner superhero? Well, today we're going to be talking about breathwork and how it can be your new secret weapon to enhance your life. But don't worry guys, I know it can sound a little bit intimidating, but I'm going to make it super fun and easy. First things first, let's talk about how to do breathwork. So what you want to do is find a nice, comfy spot where you're not going to be bothered or easily distracted. We'll start off with the Wim Hof method. If you haven't already heard of Wim Hof, please check him out on Instagram or YouTube, link down in the description. Awesome guy, athlete, follow his stuff, very, very inspirational. I believe his guided breathwork sessions last for about 11 minutes and it's super easy to follow. You can follow it either visually on the screen or audibly as he guides you through the inhales, exhales, and breath holds. Now what you want to do is take 30 breaths. That's 30 inhales and 30 exhales. In and out, nice, slow, and controlled. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now, if you're like me and have a blocked nose constantly, then breathing through your mouth is just as fine. However, if you can, nasal breathing is best. So that's 30 inhales and 30 exhales. On your last exhale, I want you to breathe out all of your air, and then we're holding it for as long as we can. I believe the first round on the Wim Hof guided session is a 1-minute breath hold, and as each round passes, you're doing more breaths, more inhales, more exhales, and longer holds. Now a tip here is to ready yourself with a soft landing pad, okay? I cannot stress this enough. If you're doing this session on your knees, you're new to breathwork, or you're prone to push yourself like I am, then passing out is definitely possible. I've done it, I know, I have first-hand experience. Now guys, hit that like button down below if you had a little chuckle at me taking a beating on that last clip. It's happened multiple times and I'm sure it'll happen in the future. So now you've done your 1-minute breath hold. When you yourself are ready to take an inhale or you've reached the 1-minute breath hold mark, Wim Hof will guide you to take a very deep inhalation, and we're going to be holding for about 10 to 15 seconds. So as we're taking the inhale, we're going to start belly or diaphragm first, filling in that abdomen, and then the chest, and then holding for 10 to 15 seconds. Now with the inhale, I personally tend to breathe in through the mouth as I feel it's much more comfortable and I feel I can get a lot more oxygen in. So whatever works for you is totally fine. You may feel a sense of euphoria or dizziness, which is quite common with hyperoxygenation and blowing a lot of CO2 or carbon dioxide off. Another tip here is to not push yourself, okay? If you feel an urge to breathe, then please breathe. There's no point in passing out, it doesn't benefit you whatsoever, and you've just wasted a breathwork session. There's always another round to be done, another day to do a breathwork session. So once you've finished the inhale, you'll breathe again normally for about 10 to 15 seconds before starting the next round. So a Wim Hof session is usually 3 rounds of inhales, exhales, and breath holds, with each round that passes doing more inhales and exhales and longer breath holds. However, you can do as little or as many rounds as you want or as you see fit, or whatever your body can sustain. I believe doing this for 3 to 4 rounds is best to maximize the benefits of breathwork. So here's a couple of tips and tricks to make your breathwork session a much better experience. Firstly, start off with short sessions. 5 to 10 minutes is completely fine, and work your way up to longer periods of time. Wim Hof's session is 11 minutes and I think that's a perfect starting point. However, if you don't feel comfortable doing it for so long, just do it for 1 round and work your way up from there. Don't force it and let the breath flow naturally. I tend to follow the flow of my breath with my hands on my knees. It helps me maintain a natural flow and keep in rhythm. But do whatever works for you. Don't hold your breath for too long. We don't want anyone passing out. If you start feeling lightheaded or uncomfortable, please take a breath in, take a break, and try again later. You will get better with time. When inhaling, fill your stomach and your diaphragm first before filling up your chest. This allows for maximum lung expansion and maximum oxygen volume to enter. Now, if you're like me and you struggle to get enough oxygen while you're laying down flat, try breathwork on your knees or sitting up, entirely up to you. But like I said before, have a soft landing zone ready just in case. You can use a pillow or blankets, it's entirely up to you. Now, if you decide to do breathwork on your knees, sometimes your knees and your quads can be a little bit tight like myself and hurt. What you can do is sit on a bolster or a pillow or a blanket, just pop it up on your heels and sit down on it just to elevate yourself a little bit. Try a guided breathing session. As mentioned earlier, Wim Hof offers a great guided breathwork session that goes for 11 minutes long. He helps you keep on tempo by audibly guiding you through your inhales and exhales. However, if you would prefer to not follow a guided breathwork session, that's completely fine. Maybe try an instrumental or a meditation music in the background with a specific tempo to suit your inhalation and exhalation needs. The tempo is entirely up to you. You set your own pace as it's your session. Just remember, the higher the tempo, the faster the pace. This means you'll be blowing off more CO2, and this can cause you to become dizzy much quicker and increases the chances of passing out. So test out different tempos and see what you like. I tend to stick to Wim Hof's guided session as the tempo suits me personally, and I don't have to think about anything as he guides me through the inhales and exhales. Be gentle with yourself. A lot of things come up with breath work. Traumas, past experiences, a lot of buried emotions, and stuff that hasn't really been dealt with in the past. So take a couple of minutes after your breathwork session to sit down with yourself and your thoughts and just recover. A good idea is to journal your experience after the session. I think this is a very important step in the whole breathwork session. Some prompts could be keeping track of how long your breath holds were, if you decide to track them, how you felt while breathing. Was it forced? Did you feel comfortable? Would laying down, kneeling, or sitting upright make you much more comfortable or make it a bit easier? Did anything come up during the experience? What kind of emotions or thoughts were running through your head? How do you feel prior to the experience? Be honest with yourself, guys. No one has to see this journal prompt or entry. It's your experience. It's just notes for yourself. You don't have to journal, but I think it's very beneficial. Now, let's talk about the benefits of breath work. Some studies have shown that it can lower blood pressure, reduce anxiety and depressive symptoms, and even improve your immune system function. And the Wim Hof method in particular can help you burn calories and generate heat in your body. Plus, it can help your body respond better to stress and inflammation. Not to mention, becoming in tune with your inner self and breaking down traumas and healing your inner wounds from the inside out, which is never a bad thing. I know I've mentioned him a lot throughout this video, but some of you may be thinking, who the hell is Wim Hof? Well, Wim Hof is a Dutch athlete who created the Wim Hof method to improve his own health and performance. And now people all around the world are doing it too. His method includes a 3-system approach consisting of cold exposure, meditation, and obviously breathwork. He has done some amazing feats, including but not limited to climbing Mount Kilimanjaro in shorts, running a half marathon above the Arctic Circle barefoot, and standing in a container while covered with ice cubes for more than 112 minutes. Man's crazy. So there you have it, guys. Breathwork is just one ultimate secret weapon that you guys can use to enhance your life. Incorporate this practice into your daily routine and you'll be a happier, healthier, and more energized version of yourself. Remember to start slow, guys, and enjoy the journey. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So what's stopping you? It's just 11 minutes of your day. So go and give it a shot and let me know in the comments down below how you went. Also, don't forget, guys, hit that thumbs up and subscribe for future videos. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it so much, and I'll see you in the next one.